Okay, guys, WLJK here. I had to restart this. Something crapped out on me. I was asked by Spore Mizio, and please forgive me if I pronounced that incorrectly. Spore Mizio. It said on my 1.8.1 mods, I should do a tutorial. Now I'm assuming that person meant a tutorial of how I installed the mods and how I got my system to run better. So that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, first off, as you can see here, I set some things up so we wouldn't have to go through a bunch of stuff, because the Minecraft folder I actually have a shortcut set to, because I do tinker with the texture packs and stuff a lot. So I made it easier for me to dump in there. Now, as you can see, this is well, it's going to show this down here, but that's besides the point. This is a non-modded version. I downloaded a new version, fresh install. So what you do is you get MCPatcher. It's currently at 2.1.0_02. And you double click that and you run it. Now, as you can see here, mods, HD textures, which you want checked, HD font, which you may or may not want checked, and better grass, you're going to want checked. Now, the one option I added, as I go into options, this one, that is what the default is, 1024, which is 1 gig. I decided to go for broke and did 4096, which is 4 gig of memory. Now you may ask, most computer systems have 3 or 4 gig in it. I'm using all my memory. No, I am not. That is only half my memory. 64-bit Windows goes up and beyond the 3/4 gig limitation with the 32-bit. I went with 8 gig because most of the programs are running within the 4 gig window. If it needs to pull more, it can pull more from the higher end that's not being used. So in actuality, when Java gets its maximum grouping, when it needs to pull the most, it'll turn around and grab. Most of the time my system's running using 2-3 gig of the memory. This will jump up and grab the R4 if needed, that is not normally being used. And there's going to be another part I'm going to show about this in a minute. So with the mods, I did some experimenting. Now if you go plus, and in this case I don't have in a folder called mods, it's actually on my desktop. And this also shows you too, this is the drive I record to, and this is the drive the Minecraft plays off of. With them on separate drives, it doesn't cause the frap stutter. In some of the higher intensive games I have had it. So I'm looking for the mods I want, so I go desktop, because that's where I keep this folder. Go miscellaneous Minecraft. Now I turned around and I unzipped them. You don't need to unzip them, because it's actually looking for a zip file. Now, in preparation for the creature mod, I have found the up-to-date audio loader, and here you don't have to change any of this. Just click OK, and you click OK again. Now the audio mod's ready, and the mod loader, which the creature and the timber both use. So you open that and you do the same thing, just click through it, OK. Then one last, whoop, I hit the wrong button too soon. Then you go in timber mod, select folder to add to Minecraft. Just in this case here, you're going to want to go down to the Minecraft, because there's some documents. So there. You got the audio motor, the LOD motor, the Timber Revision 3, which is the version I'm using. And this will allow the high definition texture, the high definition font, and the better graphs. Once again, the Java heap size, turn around and change it to 4 gig, which is actually 4096 meg. And all these are stayed on. And most importantly, I keep enable texture cache checked because it caches to this memory. That's what makes it quicker. Then you just hit patch, and it'll go da-da-da-da. Now it's patched. So you can close that, and I'll go down here, open Minecraft. And seeing I should have a wait a second, did my skin change? Okay, that is weird. My skin has changed. I did not set that skin. I'll have to see what's up with that. But anyway, go over here and click this. Whoop, didn't go far enough. Boom. That is how you do that. And I'll have to see why my skin changed, because I don't have that skin. Unless they finally fixed it on the website, you can change skins. But that's besides the point. Now, the other part, which is something a little trickier. Now, where's it at? Oh, that's right, I minimized it. Now, if you go into Control Panel, and you go into Programs, and you're going to want to click on Java. And it'll bring its little control panel up. Now, two things before I go any further. One, if you have the 32-bit Windows, you just leave it as is. If you have XP or Vista, the numbers I'm going to be showing, you don't go up that high. There's a limit of 1 gig, I believe. I'm looking at this. Yeah, Windows XP and Vista is a maximum of 1 gig, or the sweet spot is 1 gig. I actually brought it up to 2. I'm actually going to bring it up to 4 because of the aforementioned, my upper 4 gig is not fully used. Excuse me there for a second. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the network settings and temporary files. You can go here. Hit View. Now, the second most important thing, if you are running a 64-bit version of Vista, which I know a lot of us have dumped Vista by now, or you are running the 64-bit version of Windows 7 like I am, you need to download not only the 32-bit version of Java, which will work with your web browsers, you know, your Chrome, your Firefox, because they use 32-bit Java. Since your system runs 64-bit, you also want to download the 64-bit version. Now, you just download them and run them, you get them off of Java's website. Now, here is all you do. Okay, let's cancel out of this so I can show this to you again. So you bring the Java control up, you go Java, View and manage Java runtime versions and settings for Java applications and applets. You hit View, and you go in here, and this is a little command line. I'll put the link to the site that I read this. Now, in my case, I'm going to go 4G to set up 4 gig. So what you're doing is the first one is your minimum, and your second is your maximum. So you got your minimum 4 gig, maximum 4 gig. Basically telling it to run in that 4 gig or whatever gig you put it. For people buying, you know, the medium end store-bought machines, I would suggest probably the 2 gig setting. Mainly because that's going to give you the best, because you're probably going to have 3 or 4 gig in your system. And you're going to want to keep some memory open for Windows. and also Minecraft. Windows and Minecraft don't use a lot of memory. Windows use more memory, but that's about it. So you turn around, do this, click and make sure enabled is checked. Now I haven't updated, I believe it's up to the 20 or patch 27 on the 1.6. I haven't updated it yet. So you click OK, click apply, click OK, boom. You're back to that. So now if I go, where's my Minecraft? There it is. And this also seemed to help out with me running YouTube videos, because they do use the Java, or they use Flash Player, which works in conjunction with Java. And I know I'm going small screen here, guys, but now here's the thing. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me expand it. If you hit F3, in the top right corner here, hey, that worked. It only shows memory used 12%, 116 megabyte of 910 meg, allocated memory 490 meg. It'll only show you, that's the maximum it will show you in the of 910 and the 490 in parentheses. Now right now I'm looking at this, I'm getting some spikes and lags, which is kind of odd, because I don't usually get those. I hit the wrong button. But as you can see, well, I'm on a different texture pack now too. As you can see, I'm going around, I'm hitting 25, 35, 38, if I can jump, 39. And this is as it's rendering the world. So you can see, as I get shot, I'm hitting 30 frames per second, which isn't bad. It's not bad because I'm dying here. But anyway, let's get out of that before I die completely. But that is how you turn around and set the allocation memory and whatnot. And like I said, you know, if I bring up my, where's that? Oh, I got it up here. If I bring up the computer, you could see these are all my memory card readers for my digital camera, my CD-ROM, or this is my ISO-ROM. Got my DVD drive. This is, as you can see, 180 gig of 232 gig open. That's my main drive. There is nothing on there other than Minecraft, Windows, and the applications. Over here, my media drive, 80 of 298, which ticks me off because this is actually 300. No, it is. It's supposed to be a 350 gig hard drive, but you know, they're play on gigs and megs and stuff. But this is where all my Steam games, all my regular games, and my music and videos are. Now, I'm not talking about the videos of that I post to you guys. This is just videos like, you know, I downloaded a copy of something on YouTube that I thought was a good video, or, you know, other downloadable, legally downloadable videos. And this here is the entire, this drive I split up. The Camtasia record, which what I'm recording now is going to go into a folder for Fraps, a folder for my PVR, and then anything that gets rendered gets put into YouTube, and then it gets uploaded there. So that is one of the things to help speed it up if you're recording with Fraps. You don't want to run, you don't want to have it to save the recorded files on the same drive, so, because it'll turn out and lock up. Well, that's been this. This has been WLJK. I hope this has helped you. And if you have any other questions, leave me, drop me a line. I'll turn around and see if I can answer them for you.